This is Paul. Yes. I was just thinking of all of those that could bet the farm if they owned a farm. Yeah. Maybe my Uncle Dwayne Condit remembers who I am, or my Uncle George Sinclair. Oh, were you going to bet the farm today? Because I'm going to sue the sheriff. Yes, he is. And if you decided to use my farms as a way to place bets, approach them. I'm going to take every farm of every individual in this nation that has an obligation to enforce the guarantees of the Constitution. You might want to think twice about betting the farm today. Now, there is this concept of the restraining order that prevents the disposition or dispossession of assets. Yes. And I noticed somebody got a new truck. Approach, Judge. I kind of thought I'd like to own that green Jaguar. I just wondered the trade in value right now. Now, you're obstructing my use of the American judicial system. I gave you the evidence of the. Well, I have the legal right to have restraining orders on the sale or the. The removal of any asset of any oath badge attorney that has any knowledge of me being deprived of my equal rights. Yes. Equal protections of the law. Yes. I just needed to know the trade-in value of every vehicle of every attorney in the United States. Yes. Every judge and justice. Pooch, thought you'd get yourself a new car and you trade in the old one. You know, sometimes they give you a really good deal on your trade-in. They take a little loss on the trade-in in exchange for being able to move a new car. Could you get me the trade-ins on every vehicle that's been purchased of every oath of office for the last 40 years? You needed a new truck for the farm, did you? Pouch! Now you're fucking pissing me off because you refuse to enforce the guarantees of the United States Constitution. You did not give me any due process. You've deprived me of life, liberty, property, and the pursuit of happiness for 7 years and 3 months without any jurisdiction or authority of law. Yesterday, I gave you a copy of the expungement. Yes, but you still refuse to allow me to speak to my sons. So I'm just going to want to know, when you bought that vehicle, did you trade in an old vehicle? Just give me the VIN numbers and the titles to every vehicle that you own right now and that you did own. Did you sell them? Pooch, did you trade them in? I just wanted to know the trade-in value. Did somebody need to get paid? Now, judges, justices, court commissioners, every time that the trade-in value actually exceeded the book value, pooh, it's not at the discretion of the dealership. You know, some of these local dealerships, they don't realize that when you subsidize, well, and actually bribe, right, judges, yes, because of your use of the trade-in value. Oh, look at a new car from Wilder. Ouch! That it is corruption, right? It's bribery, and then there's a barratry that I told you about yesterday. The frivolous lawsuits of those that are attorneys, where it is an actual crime in Washington State. Yes, to have two court commissioners reissue a protection order when on trial for the allegation of violating it. Yes, and then the modification of it by a pastor where I had a private counseling session. Yes, and then the reissuance of it. Bye. Now, it might just be a misdemeanor or a gross misdemeanor, pooch, but it is enough to bar you from practicing law. Now, every time you arrested me for the allegation of a crime and you wouldn't admit the evidence, yes, barratry, pooch. Now, the state of Washington has refused to enforce the requirements of the RCWs necessary to issue court orders. Yes, I provided the evidence that I wasn't in Sequim. Yes, I wasn't in Brennan, Washington, right? That you took my sons without any actual justification of law because my record was expunged. Yes, I sent 2 million emails, made over 10,000 videos, and for some stupid fucking reason, you don't think that I can sue you for barratry for practicing fucking law. Now, these malicious harassment, vexatious court proceedings, 2-count criminal complaints, yes, enough to get your law license, and then after I get that, I'm going to sue you for every fucking asset you own. Okay, okay, okay. I would have thought that the sheriff's department would understand that any judge that has practiced law in the United States of America that said, oh, I don't know if I have jurisdiction to remove it. I'm like, well, how the fuck can't you have jurisdiction?